Welcome back to Heroes on Our Island. I'm your host, Christine Persichetti. Let's head to East Meadow now, where we meet disabled adults who are giving back to the community while changing how others view people with disabilities.
It's fun.
Why is it
love
fun?
it. I love doing it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Richard DeFreitas of North Belmore loves his job. Even though he's not getting paid for it, it's a volunteer gig, he knows what he's doing is important work. Because of Richard and his team from AHRC Nassau, someone who is hungry is going to eat today.
You went to King Collins, right? And we pick up bags of bread and boxes, and bring to the hub site to deliver food.
Food donated by King Cullen in Levittown is picked up by these developmentally disabled adults once a week and delivered to agencies which feed the hungry.
They go there in the morning and they harvest the food from different locations. We have 47 locations throughout Nassau County that AHRC has a partnership with, and they pick up the food and bring it to different places.
We went with them on their delivery to the food pantry at St. Anthony's in Oceanside. The work they're doing is a program of Island Harvest, Long Island's largest hunger relief organization.
It starts off with a food donor. So food donors work with us. They're very generous. They donate whatever excess surplus product they have. A volunteer or volunteer groups pick up the product and they immediately deliver it to one of our member agencies. We have about 570 nonprofit organizations in our network. And so they take that product in and they store it and then distribute it to their clients, consumers, who they work with through the week.
Island Harvest CEO Randy Shubin-Dresner says their volunteer work is a huge help to the organization.
Look, it helps us. We know that because we have volunteers like AHRC, I don't have to have staff in the field. They're giving us about 2,400 hours a year. They have 32 different groups that are volunteering with us, picking up food and delivering it immediately.
AHRC volunteers don't only help stock the shelves at this food pantry with items they get from supermarkets. We also caught up with another group who picks up trays of food from restaurants like Kitchen Cabaret in Roslyn Heights and brings them to locations like the Salvation Army in Westbury.
We couldn't run Island Harvest without volunteers. I think we have about 70,000 hours of logged in volunteer time in 2013. 70,000 hours, we could never have made that up with professional staff. I think it amounts to about $1.5 million worth of volunteer time. So we really depend on volunteers. And for us it's great because it allows us to remain a little bit grassroots and stay connected to the community in a really nice, warm, special kind of a way.
And she says so many people in communities across Long Island are dependent on donated food.
There are many people who are living in poverty and struggling with trade-offs, having to make decisions about whether to pay for transportation to get to work or pay for their medicines, or should they put food on the table. And food is kind of one of those fungible things. You know, we typically eat 3 meals a day, so people cut back. They'll cut back to 2 meals and even 1 meal a day because they need to put their money into other resources. And so that's why these programs are really important, because it allows us to get more food into the community.
It's also important because not only are Richard and his group helping others, they're also helping themselves.
For them it's rehabilitation, but it's also work experience because they're understanding about the relationships between different companies and paperwork and volunteering, so it's wonderful.
Thanks, Matthew.
At every stop where they pick up food, the volunteers have to get paperwork signed. So while picking up food, they're picking up job skills, which may one day help them find paying jobs.
In Nassau County, it's hard for anyone to find a job nowadays, and especially for someone with disabilities. So what we do is we focus on job skills and just learning to get to a place on time and things most people don't think of. You know, the responsibility of showing up, being dressed appropriately, being on time, and doing your best at all times.
Janice Shear, the activities developer at AHRC Nassau, tells us this volunteer work is also changing how some view people with disabilities.
Just because someone has a disability doesn't mean they can't be a productive member of society.
So Richard continues to be productive, helping, to feed the hungry.
Very good. It makes you feel good. It's very nice. I like the job. It's very good because I like helping people carry bags over there, and I like people carrying inside the building.
It's getting out and about, and at the end of the day, they feel good about themselves because they've helped people, and they love giving back and doing things.
Volunteers from AHRC deliver food to 50 sites in Nassau County each week. If you'd like to learn more about the heroes we just featured, or if you know a hero in your community, let us know. Visit our website at fios1newsli.com. Follow us on Twitter at HeroesLI, and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/HeroesLong Island. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thanks for watching Heroes on Our Island.